Oh, yeah, but, oh, well, I could have done that, but. Okay, so how many times do you hear the word but come into play? And potentially coming into play to help excuse somebody or avoid doing something. So, what's going on here? What is happening when somebody uses the word but? When someone uses this word, everything that was said before it, the emotional attachment and the emotional link to the information gets deleted. So, what does this mean? All right, so it means if somebody says that they want to do something, but then sometimes if somebody really does want to do something, we need an emotional charge to take us forward. So when somebody uses the word but, it actually deletes that emotional charge and means that there's a big possibility they're not even going to consider doing it because there's not the emotion that needs to be followed through with. Now, this has all sorts of implications. Predominantly, when I'm working with somebody and they use the word but, it's about listening again to what they said just before it, because quite often that's their system's way of protecting them. So, what information are they deleting that could allow them to get out of their stuck problem state? So sometimes people come along and they're actually feeling very, very negative. They have a low opinion of themselves, low self-esteem, self-worth. And quite often we can catch them, hear them saying, oh yeah, well, I did a good job, but, I needed to do better and I could have done that. Or yeah, that went well, but then I had to do something else. So just the fact that they have deleted something positive before the but allows me to recognize what it is that could be causing them a problem. So it's a really good indicator of where their mind is consciously not going because their subconscious is either protecting them or not ready for them to feel and experience and notice for some other reason. So what you could do, and how could you use this, is perhaps catch yourself using the word but. And every time you catch yourself using the word but, just write down what you used before it, what you said before it. And do this for about 48 hours. And even if you catch yourself butting and you avoid using the word, just make a note of it anyway, because it's possible that you will start to see a pattern forming. And this may give you indicators yourself on whereabouts you could be stuck and what you might benefit from investing some energy and some conscious awareness into. But can also be used for a benefit. So once you're aware of the impact that the word has, can you get a sense of where it might be useful? Giving feedback, or feed forward, as we like to call it. So when giving feed forward to somebody, you can quite blatantly just use the but to delete the potential negative impact that having to criticize somebody or tell them where they did wrong. You can use but to delete that. So you could say to somebody, that was a load of trash, but I really liked the way that you came across. You really held everybody's attention. That assignment was really poorly written, but the content had some really key valuable points in it. Okay, can you get a sense of how to use this? So knowing now that but has the capacity to delete the emotion of what was said before it, how can you begin to discover where you personally might be deleting or holding back some information from your conscious self? And how could you use this to your advantage? And what are you noticing when you hear other people use the word now? Have a play and enjoy.